morning guys, and welcome to Thursday's lengthening practice. Today we are focusing on lengthening, and that starts with lengthening our breath, so lengthening the duration of our inhale and exhale, and also as we do that, then lengthening out the movement and the flow of that movement, and at the same time lengthening our muscles, lengthening them physically and bringing more mobility into our muscles and into these different areas of the body as we breathe deeper and lengthen our breath. So I just want you to take the idea of lengthening your breath, so your inhale and exhale, and at the same time lengthening your muscles as you do that, so it's a paired action. And just having that as an intention as you move through this practice, and continuing to come back to it whenever you can, and just thinking, okay, how am I going to lengthen my breath even more to deepen into this movement and create even more length and mobility in my muscles and these areas of my body that I'm working on. So with that said, as soon as we start our practice today, we'll be tapping into the breath and creating these nice long deep inhales and exhales. So we'll start standing today. Now I encourage you to start at the top of your mat. Okay, this is where I would usually start the sequence. I'm going to start in the middle of my mat just so that you can see me for the first round, so you can see what I'm doing, and then I'll go into plank this way and you guys can just step straight back into plank. Okay, so standing with feet hip distance apart, we're going to take our first really deep inhale, and as we do so we'll start to lift our arms out to the side, stretching up overhead. As we exhale, we're going to take hold of our right wrist and then stretch up and over towards the left as you exhale. Inhale here, stretch a little bit more, create some more space in the side body. All the way up your right side, you should feel a really nice stretch. So really elongating those inhales and exhales. One more deep inhale here, and as you exhale, you're going to rise back up to standing. Release the wrist. Inhale, breathe in, maybe take the gaze to the fingertips. This time as you exhale, take hold of your left wrist and then gently stretch over towards the right side. So imagine you're pulling this left arm really gently with your right fingers, and the rest of your body stays nice and still, nice and steady, and it's just the upper part of your torso that's really stretching and lengthening and starting to open up. Deep and long inhales and exhales here. And then take an inhale, and on your exhale lift back up. Inhale, stretch up, gaze looks up to fingertips, and as you exhale this time, your arms are going to open out, coming into a cactus. Your elbows will draw back in together, your shoulder blades will draw together, and we'll open up in the chest a little bit here. Inhale, stretch back up. This time exhale, curve forward in the spine, bend into your knees as if you were in a cat-cow, and then release the head over, and you should feel a nice deep stretch all along the length of your back. Inhale, straighten, gaze up towards your fingertip, and as you exhale, hands come through the heart center all the way down. You're going to grab hold of your opposite elbow here and just slowly with a little bend in the knees, start to sway side to side in your forward fold. So lengthening into one leg and then lengthening to the other by bending the opposite knee. Maybe don't fully lock out in your legs, but just start to bring some movement into the legs, into your hips, into your knees, into your feet as well. Maybe you pedal out in the feet a little bit. And keep your inhales and exhales really long. Allow the breath to start to feel the entire body. Waking up the body, waking up each of the muscles and each area of the body in turn. And then we'll come to stillness. We'll inhale, come into a halfway lift. So straightening through the backs of the legs now. And a nice long line all the way through the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, release it down. Plant the palms on the mat. And then you're going to step back into plank position. Okay? We'll just hold here for 2 breaths. So deep inhale. And exhale. And once again, deep inhale. And exhale. This time, deep inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower slowly all the way down onto the chest. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Chest lifts, head lifts. Elbows stay tight towards the sides of the upper body. And we exhale, release. Twice more. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, tuck the toes under, push back up to plank. And then exhale, nice long exhale. Shift the weight back into the heels, downward dog. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales here. And really think about the shoulders drawing away from the ears, creating a nice long line all the way from the fingertips to the tailbone, and then from the tailbone down to the heels. One more breath here. Exhale, release. From here on your next inhale, you're going to start to shift the weight forward, so you're coming up onto the balls of the feet. And then slowly start to walk the feet towards the hands. So really pressing down into your mat with your hands, and then shifting the weight from your feet into your upper body, so you've got as much room as possible to walk your feet all the way towards your hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift again. Exhale, find a grip behind you. Inhale, lengthen back, so shoulder blades draw back and down towards each other. And then exhale, release over, gently finding a stretch here. Lengthening through your hamstrings. Also lengthening through the arms and opening up the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, bend into the knees, release your grip and rise up all the way back to standing. Inhale, fingertips reach up overhead. Grab hold of the right wrist, and we'll take that side stretch again towards the left on your exhale. So use your core as well to keep the rest of your body steady. Inhale and exhale here. Then inhale, stretch a little bit further. Exhale, rise back up. Inhale, gaze to fingertips. And exhale, take hold of the left wrist and stretch over towards the right. Keeping your body still, apart from the upper part of your torso and your arms. Really engage your core as much as possible to help support this posture. One more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, gaze looks up towards the fingertips. Exhale, cactus arms, elbows draw towards each other, shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curve over in the spine, take a bend in the knees. And release it over. Inhale, rise back up to standing. And then exhale, hands through the heart center, through the middle. And we come into our forward fold again. So taking hold of opposite elbows and just moving side to side. Finding your own creative movement here just to warm up in the body. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the palms down to the mat, step back plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to the mat, tucking the elbows into the sides. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, tuck the toes. Come back to your plank position. And exhale, push all the way back, downward dog. Take a deep breath here. Working your heels towards the mat, shoulders away from ears. And then start to shift forward onto the balls of the feet. And then walk the legs one by one all the way up to the top of the mat, shifting the weight into your upper body as you come forward. Then inhale, halfway lift, straight legs, straight spine. Exhale, find your grip behind you, lengthen away with the arms, draw the shoulder blades down and back. And then exhale, releasing forward. Arms stretch out behind you. Inhale, bend into the knees, release the grip, rise back up. Last time through. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, take it over towards the left. Really engage your core. Stretching up, gentle pull with the right arm. So you're pulling the left arm up and over. Inhale here, stretch a little further. Exhale, release back up to standing. Inhale, gaze towards the fingertips, stretch up. Exhale, take hold of the left wrist and stretch over towards the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release back up to center. Inhale, gaze up to the fingertips. Exhale, cactus arms, elbows draw together. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, curving forward in the spine, bend into the knees, reach forward. Inhale, rise back up. up overhead, gaze looks towards them. Exhale, hands through the centre, all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the palms down fully. And then you're going to step back with your right leg and lower the back knee down. And then we'll inhale, rise up strong. Whoop, rise up strong, crescent lunge. So you don't want to be dropping down into the hip. You want to pull that hip back and really create a nice stretch in the right thigh and creating some strength in the left leg as well. So reaching up with the fingertips. Deep inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. On our next inhale, we're going to lunge forward into the left leg, opening up the right hip. Fingertips look up towards, gaze looks up towards the fingertips, and as you exhale, radiate the arms down, plant the palms either side of the left foot. Inhale, start to shift your weight back, gaze is forward, stretching the left leg out, and then exhale, release the weight over, release the head, and relax over towards the left leg. Inhale here, exhale, come back forward, nice and low, lunging into the left leg. Inhale, rise back up, weight coming out of the left hip. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Inhale again, lunging forward, gaze looks up towards the fingertips. Exhale, hands come down, plant either side of the left foot. Inhale, start to shift the weight back, straighten in the left leg, gaze looks forward, and as you exhale, release over the left leg, creating a nice stretch all the way along the back of the left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, shifting back forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, nice and strong. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, lunge forward, gaze up to the fingertips. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, gaze is forward, we straighten in the left leg. Exhale, we release the weight over. Inhale here. Exhale, coming all the way forward, lunging into the left leg. Inhale, rise up strong, crescent lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, lunging forward, gaze up to the fingertips. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, start to shift back, gaze looks forward, straighten in the left leg. Exhale, release over. Inhale here. Exhale, rise up out of the stretch and leaning forward, opening up in the right hip. Inhale, last time through, rise back up to crescent lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, leaning forward, gaze up to fingertips. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, gaze forward, shift back. Exhale, release the head over. Inhale here, stretch through the left leg. Exhale, release, come forward. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. And exhale, release. From here, we'll plant the palms either side of the left foot, and then we'll slowly walk the left foot out so it's at the edge of our mat, and bring the left arm in. So the left leg's on the outside of both of our hands, and the toes are probably pointing out a little bit more on a diagonal, and the heel is inwards. So we're coming into our lizard pose here. We can hold our lizard pose here. We can untuck the back toes, feels more comfortable. We can also slide the knee back a little bit to deepen the stretch. We can also, if we really want to deepen it even further, come down onto our forearms and just make sure that left leg isn't flaying out towards the side, but that we're still keeping it nice and strong and trying to ground down into the mat with the sole of our foot. Last variation, we can tuck the toes. And then if this is too much, we can even keep the toes tucked but come back up onto the hands. I'm working the outside of the left arm into the inside of the left leg and creating a little bit of tension there, just to deepen the opening in the hip. So wherever you are, we'll take 3 breaths here. One more deep inhale and exhale. And then walking that leg back in between the hands. And from here, you're going to lift the back leg and then step it up a little bit, straighten the left leg, but the back leg you're going to be on the ball of your foot still. Okay? So both legs straight, but the front one is flat and the back foot you're on the ball of your foot. Inhale, you're going to look forward, nice straight spine. Exhale, release the head over and draw it towards the left knee. Inhale again, lifting up, look forward, straight spine. Exhale, draw the head towards the knee. Last time, inhale, look forward, straight spine. Exhale, head draws towards the left knee. From here, we'll start to bend into both legs and then step up. So right leg lifts and we'll come into our half splits. I'm going to take some really deep breaths here. So really lengthening through the left leg. You can also squeeze into the right glute to get that right leg a little bit higher maybe. And then inhale, if you want to challenge yourself, take the left hand off of the ground and grab hold of the calf muscle of the left leg. And then exhale, draw your head towards your knee. And I always keep a little bend in my right elbow as I do this. And really squeeze my glutes. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hand down. Inhale. And then on your next exhale, you're going to step back with the right leg. Coming back into that low lunge position. Okay? From here, we'll lift the hips up and then we'll shift over, coming through to the center and coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So from here, we'll inhale, hands at the heart center, just for one breath. And then as you exhale, I want you to release it over. Hands come towards the earth, as close as you can get. And you're just going to relax the head over. If you want to take the stretch a little bit further, you can walk the hands back so they're in line with the arches of the feet. And then release the head over here. Even bringing the head towards the mat, if that feels comfortable for you. Or just working at that idea of coming down towards the mat. Okay. Take one more inhale and exhale here in this position. And then rising up, just halfway, bringing the right heel in and then moving over, shifting the weight and coming into Skandasana on the right side. So your foot doesn't have to be flat against the mat, okay? You can be up on the ball of your foot, just as I am. You can keep your fingertips on the earth for support and then just work that elbow into the leg to open up in the hip. Or you can test yourself and hold your balance here for a moment. One more inhale. Exhale. We'll come onto the toes of the back foot, pivot round, so that you're now facing the opposite end of your mat. Your left arm will plant down next to the right foot, and then you'll reach up, coming into a side twist, with the right arm reaching up towards the sky. Then maybe you take the gaze up towards your right fingertip. Or maybe you keep the gaze down. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Release the hands down. So we're now ready to do that whole little sequence on the other side. Okay? So now you know what to expect. You can work even more on lengthening your inhale and exhale. So we'll inhale, rise up, present lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, shift forward, lunging into the right leg. Gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, release the arms down, either side of the right foot. Inhale, shift back, gaze is forward. Exhale, release over the right leg this time. Inhale here. Exhale, rising back up, shifting forward, opening in the left hip now. Inhale, rise up strong back into your present lunge. Exhale, release, relax the shoulders. Inhale, shifting forward, opening up in the left hip, gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, gaze forward, shifting the weight back, straightening the right leg. Exhale, release the head over. Inhale here. Exhale, rising back up, coming forward. Inhale, present lunge, rise up strong. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale, shifting forward, gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, release the palms down. Inhale, shifting back, gaze forward, straighten the right leg. Exhale, release it over. Inhale here. Exhale, release, come forward, lunge into the right leg. Inhale, rise up out of the right hip, present lunge. Exhale, release the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Inhale, shifting forward, gaze up towards the fingertips. Exhale, palms to mat. Inhale, gaze looks forward, stretch back into the right leg. Exhale, release your head over. Inhale here, maybe stretch back a little bit further. Exhale, release it forward. Inhale, rise up strong out of the right hip, present lunge. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Twice more through. Inhale, lunging forward. Gaze looks up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, shifting back, straighten the right leg. Gaze forward. Exhale, release. Keeping the hips nice and square. Inhale here. Exhale, release, coming all the way forward, lunging back into the right leg. Inhale, rise up, present lunge. Exhale, release, last time through. Inhale, lunging forward, gaze up to the fingertips. Exhale, release it down. palms to mat. Inhale, gaze forward, shift back, straighten the right leg. Exhale, release your head over, nice and square in the hip. Inhale, stretch a little bit more. Exhale, coming all the way back forward, lunging into the right leg. Inhale, rise up strong, crescent lunge. Exhale, release. From here, we'll release the arms down. Walk the right foot out to the edge of the mat. So toes are pointing out, heels a little bit in. And we'll come in to our crescent lunge here. So my arms are nice and straight. My back toes can be tucked. Or you can uncurl them, whatever's more comfortable. And I'm working my right arm against the inside of my left leg to create more of a stretch. And an opening in my right hip. You can also come down onto your forearms. Be nice and mindful here. This is a really deep, deep stretch. Again, I can then tuck the back toe under if that feels more comfortable. And then I can even rise back up onto the hands, keeping the back toe curled. And still working the outside of the right arm against the inside of the left leg. So 3 deep breaths here. And then walking the right leg back in between the hands. Lifting the back knee up, stepping it up a little bit, and then shifting the weight back into the hips, straightening through both legs. On the ball of the back foot, and the front foot is flat against the mat. We'll inhale here, gaze looks forward, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, draw your head towards your right knee. Inhale, nice straight spine, gaze looks forward and out. And then exhale, draw the head towards the right knee again. Last time, inhale, lengthen, gaze forward. Exhale, release the head, draw towards the knee. Inhale, look forward. Start to find a little bounce in both of the knees. And then we'll step up, coming into half splits on the other side. So fingertips can be like this on the mat, so we're just on the fingertips. Or palms can be flat. The leg doesn't have to be super high. We're just working on creating some length in the hamstring here. And then if it feels comfortable, challenge yourself. Lift your right fingertips up off the mat and grab hold of your right calf. And then as you exhale, draw your head again towards your right knee. And again, I like to bend in my left elbow as I do this, just to help me draw my head a little bit closer towards my leg. I'm also really squeezing in the glutes. Then I'm going to inhale, release my right arm down, and then exhale, step left foot back onto the mat. Okay. From here, I'm going to lift the hips up and then turn my feet to face parallel and come back into a forward fold in the middle of the mat. Inhale here again. We'll do a little halfway lift, strong spine, strong legs, and then exhale, release it over. So release your hands down to wherever feels comfortable. Adjust your stance if you need to be a little bit wider, or you can bring your feet together. And then we'll just hang here for 3 breaths. can, bring your hands so that they're in line with the arches of your feet, and then try and draw your head closer towards the mat. One more inhale here. Exhale, rising up halfway, and then bringing the left heel in, and then shifting over into Skandasana on the left side. Again, you can keep your hands on the mat for support, or you can attempt a little bit of balance by bringing them in towards the heart center. This position is quite new to me. I don't practice this a lot, so my foot isn't flat against the mat. I'm on the balls of my toes. So whatever's more comfortable for you. Breathe in here. Nice long inhales and exhales. And then on your next inhale, you'll shift over. So lifting the hips, coming onto the balls of the right foot, and coming back over into your lunge. From here, you'll plant the right palm this time, and then lift up, reach all the way up with your left arm, up towards the sky. Hips lift back a little bit, so you have a nice stretch in the left leg as well. And gaze can be either up towards your fingertips or looking down towards the mat. And we'll take 2 more breaths here. I'm going to take my gaze to the sky. And then we'll release it down. From here, we'll step the left foot back, coming into a downward dog, and we're going to take 3 breaths in downward dog. Now that we're a little bit warmer, I really want you to work on pushing back away from the mat, lengthening the shoulders away from the ears, letting the head hang down loose, and then drawing those heels towards the mat as much as possible. So we've got 2 straight lines on like a triangle. Okay, so the mat is 1 straight line. From my fingertips to my tailbone is the other straight line. And then from my tailbone to my heels is the final straight line. 2 more deep inhales and exhales here. Really work your heels towards the mat. Let the head be hanging nice and loose. Final breath. And then rising up onto the toes on your next inhale. Walking your feet towards the center of the mat. And then walking your hands towards your feet. You take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, release it down, and then rise up on the toes, bend into your knees, come into a little toe stand, just for a moment here. Practicing your balance and just stretching out the feet a little bit. And then when you're ready, you'll release the heels down, come and sit back onto your bum. And legs will stretch out in front. So you're going to keep a little bend in your knees. And we're going to work into a forward fold. So we'll inhale, really stretch out and up overhead, length through the spine. And then exhale, I want you to think about drawing your stomach towards your thighs. Okay, so rather than thinking about reaching, just trying to get your head towards your toes, think about using your core to draw your body towards your legs, and then we'll lengthen over and release the hip. And taking 5 deep breaths here. You can start to walk your heels out a little bit if you want, just to get a little bit more length through the back of the legs. And just make sure you're releasing your head over in this stretch. So I'm going ahead and I'm straightening out through my legs because they feel nice and warm and loose. Relax into this stretch as much as possible. And then inhale, rise back up. Exhale, we'll draw the heels in, coming into cobbler's pose. And then we'll inhale here, and we're going to do the same thing. So thinking about, rather than trying to get your head to your toes, you want to think about trying to get your body using your core towards your legs. Okay? So we'll inhale here, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, use your core to start to draw your body, your torso and your chest towards the mat, towards the inside of your legs. And keep your gaze out in front, so I don't want your gaze back here, but keep your gaze out in front. I mean, I don't want that. I only say I don't want that. If you do it, it's fine. But what I should say is you don't really want your gaze back here, because that's not going to support the pose. You still want to have a nice length through the spine and out through the crown of the head. And that way you're not using your head to try and get closer to your feet as well. So you're just keeping a bit of integrity in the pose. So we'll take 2 more breaths here. Really think about using your core. So imagine if your hands weren't here and you were just trying to pull yourself down towards the mat. It would be your core muscles that would be doing this for you, and then your hands are just there as a support. Final breath. And then inhale, rising back up. From here, I want you to either come into cross-legged, or if you're familiar with locust pose, then you can pop yourself into that position, maybe coming into half locust, so just one foot is up, or you're going to stay in your cross-legged, and your arms are going to come behind you, fingertips reaching forward. And on our next inhale, we're just going to rise up slowly, so the hips lift up, and we're going to create a really nice stretch all the way along the arms. You should really feel this in your arms, and also you're going to be opening up in your hips as well, and in the front body. So 2 more breaths here. Feel free to release the head back, keeping the arms nice and straight. And then on your next exhale, release the bum back. From here, inhale, we'll reach up towards the sky, gaze up towards the fingertips. And then exhale, just take a nice side body twist. Left fingertips to the right knee and a right arm behind us. So again, using our core to work into this twist, as well as the support of our arm behind us. 1 more breath. And then we'll stretch up, reach up and over, start to curve into the spine as the right arm comes over to the left knees, and we release our head over here. Inhale, reach up, gaze up to fingertips. Exhale, like we did at the start, cactus pose, elbows draw together. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, curving over, arms reach forward, and we curve over in the spine. Inhale, rise up. exhale, take the side body twist on the other side. Right fingertips to left knee. One more inhale and exhale. And then inhale, left fingers reach up, come all the way over. We start to curve into the spine. Left fingertips come to the right knee and we relax the head over. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus arms. You're going to draw the elbows in towards each other. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curve over in the spine. Reach forward, relax the head over. Inhale, rise up. And this time, exhale, fingertips to heart center. And we're just going to take 5 deep breaths to finish with our eyes closed. So inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling, maybe being a little bit audible with our exhale and allowing the shoulders to relax. Inhale, exhale, relax, release. Inhale, exhale, release, relax, let go. Inhale, exhale, release. Last time, inhale, exhale, release, let it all go. And we slowly bow the head towards the fingertips. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me, guys. I hope you feel entirely lengthened in your body, and I hope your breath feels slower and calmer and deeper. Thank you for practicing with me. I'll see you soon.